Obituaries are sponsored by Colonial Funeral Home and Stokes Chapel, Fair, Ray, and Perry Spencer Funeral Homes, Boone and Cook Funeral Home and Crematory.
4 announcements from Fair Funeral Home. Betty Sue Odell Barrier, 78, of Greensboro, died April 12th. Funeral services are tomorrow at 11, with burial at Ridgeview Cemetery. Visitation today, 5 to 7. She was born in Rockingham County and was a retired nurse. She was preceded in death by husband Howard Pinkin Barrier Sr. Surviving are daughters Phyllis Annette Barrier Ellison, Lake Butler, Florida; Carolyn Sue Barrier, Eden; Ella Louise Barrier, Bearcraft, Louisville; Violet Annette Barrier, Eden; sons Horde Pinkin Barrier Jr. of Lake Butler, and George Barrier and Brandon Mathis of Greensboro; sisters Gracie Marie Odell Carter of Eden; Dora Virginia Odell Price, Eden; half-brother Harold Ray Ferris, Madison; and half-sister Shelby Jeanette Ferris Carter and James Carter of Eden. Scotty Lynn Trent, 59, of Eden, died April 12th. Memorial services will be held later. He was a graduate of Moorhead High School, a U.S. Army veteran in the artillery unit, and worked as a mechanic at Law's Auto Repair. Surviving are mother Ann Trent Price, children Victoria, Thomas, and Kevin, and Chris Trent and Kristen; 6 grandchildren, sister Jennifer Price, brothers Bill Price II, Freddie Price, and Mike Trent. He was preceded in death by wife Donna Trent. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made in his name to a drug and alcohol abuse nonprofit of your choice. Robin Lee Coram, 63, of Eden, died April 12th. Funeral services are Saturday at 11, with visitation 1 hour prior to services. She was born in Leakesville and was a graduate of Moorhead High School, class of 1977. Surviving are husband Ray Gibson of the home, stepdaughter Mindy Buckner, 3 step-grandchildren, brother Mike and Martha Coram, and dogs Bo and Sissy. In lieu of flowers, donations may be made to Give a Child a Smile. Memorial services for Lowell Donnie Don Warren are Saturday at 2, with a reception at the Moorhead Fair House. 2 announcements from Colonial Funeral Home. A celebration of life for Diane Philo Joyce is tomorrow at 1 at Madison United Methodist Church, where she was a member. The family will receive friends this evening, 6 until 8 in Madison. James Michael Mike Martin, 69, died April 13th. The family will receive friends tomorrow evening in Madison, 6 to 8, with funeral services Saturday at 2, and interment at Glenn's Chapel Church Cemetery. He was born in Rockingham County, attended Stoneville High School, and retired from Miller Brewing Company with 34 years of service. Survivors include his wife of 45 years, Deborah Lawless Martin, daughters Kimberly Martin and Joey, and Christina Reed and Ken; 2 grandchildren, brothers Ricky Lee Martin and sister June Wasick and Jean. 2 announcements from Perry Spencer Funeral Homes. Public visitation for Julia Ann Price is today 1 to 7 in Eden, with graveside services tomorrow at 1 at Eden Garden Cemetery. Public viewing for Mary H. Moore is tomorrow 1 to 7 in Madison, with the family receiving friends Saturday at 1:30 at Rock Hill Baptist Church, Blues Creek, with funeral services at 2 and burial in the church cemetery. 3 announcements from Ray Funeral Home. Funeral services for Minnie Lorene Cheney Brim are today at 2, with burial in Brim Family Cemetery. An informal celebration of life for Kenneth Eugene Halford, with a potluck is Saturday from 1 to 5 at his daughter's home in Stokesdale. A celebration of life service for Janice K. Joyce is Saturday at 2. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to services. Graveside services for Linda Coram Singletary are tomorrow at 2 at Den River Primitive Baptist Church Cemetery. Boone and Cook Funeral Home is serving the family.